Hello, ons Cat here. We're playing Pokemon Violet. At the moment, we evolve the Galarian Meowth with the help of experience points candies. You get this Meowth by completing the storyline from the language teacher Salvatore, and in return, you get a Galarian Meowth, and this one evolves around level 30, and this Meowth is level 28. Is a steel type Pokemon. So the Berserker or Galarian Meowth can learn quite some variation of moves types. I use TMs, so these are a few of the moves the Pokemon can learn. So we defeated and completed Starfall Street, Team Star, Cruise, Path of Legends, defeating all the Titans. We defeated all the gyms, so the next thing we're gonna do is head off to the Pokemon League, which is Mesa Goza. You can already enter that area the moment you unlock the open world. And I'm currently at 300 different kinds of Pokemon card. With some of them got in the wild, while some of them through evolution. Lots of things you can sell if you need some more Pokemon money. Instead of using league points, some of the items are tiny bamboo shoot and big bamboo shoot. A nugget. I have several places doing exploration that I found big nuggets. You get one from Director Clavel as well. Tiny mushrooms, big mushrooms, stardust, mostly found in desert areas. Star piece, pearl, big pearl strings, pretty feathers. I've found them most of the time. Comet shard and rare bones. So before we go to the Pokemon League, I've been trying to find a Applin, the grass dragon Pokemon. I managed to find it in Tech Tree area. So that's where you find Tech Tree Ticket. That's where you find the Potion Crew if you haven't defeated that one yet. And by bumping it, you see on top there an apple. Didn't notice it, but from the same tree I managed to find two Applins, a male and a female. Most of the other Pokemon walking around are perhaps in Zoroark. So if you want to find that one, just use the ZL button to check out which Pokemon it is. Like this, and you see the level, and even if it looks like an Applin or a Pineco, it will show Zoroark. Yeah, there's there one up in the tree, so you use Dash, which you unlock by defeating the Stony Cliff Titan, the Clav Pokemon. Then jump into it until you hear that boink sound. And then you can catch the Pokemon. I did eat a sandwich with favorite encounter of dragon type Pokemon, because Abertini is grass and dragon, and in this area there are a limited amount of Pokemon who are dragon type. For example, if I chose a sandwich with grass advantage, a counter, you probably find more Pokemon you didn't look for. So yeah, we found 3 times an airplane in the same tree. So if you don't want to look around in every tree, if there might be one, just race up to a tree, dash into it. So let's evolve 2 of the airplanes into their evolution. So there are 2 different Pokemon it can evolve in. And you need to have the evolution item Sweet Apple and Tart Apple. All of them I found in Tech Tree Forest. So I never bought an item or anything. And then it evolves. So Applin is actually the eyes, so it's a tiny worm inside an apple. So one evolution is this. Appleton. It looks like an, I guess, an apple tart. Or whatever you want to call it. That's one, using the sweet apple, and then use a tart apple to get the other variation. And it evolves in this tiny dragon hidden inside a apple basically. So Applin is basically a worm that lives inside an apple and either evolves as an apple dragon or evolve in an apple tart, I guess, pie. And both are grass apple Pokemon. So you have 2 of them. And that's how you get both Appleton and Flapple. Get both grass and dragon type Pokemon. So we collected all the badges. Now we're gonna do the Pokemon League. Hello. So this is it. You decide to face the Pokemon League. The final test you must pass to become a champion is held here in this building. I wish you the best of luck from the bottom of my heart. I look forward to meeting you again soon. Let me check amount of badges. We start right away. Thank you for coming today. Please do have a seat. I, Rika, will be your interviewer. Let's get started with the first portion of the champion assessment. We begin with the interview. First thing first, let's see how many gym badges you have. Excellent. You have all 8. Next, I'd like to ask you a few questions if you wouldn't mind. Please think carefully as you may automatically fail the interview depending on your answers. Let's begin. How did you get here today? Please tell me the name of your school you're enrolled. UEFA. That's right, so what brings you to the Pokemon League today? Yes, indeed. Why else would you be here, I suppose? Now, what do you intend to do when you become a champion? I see. Interesting. Tell me, which of the 8 games gave you the most difficulty? No, none of them, but okay. I see. What was the name of the gym leader you faced there? Larry? I'm glad you seem to remember. But do you remember which type of Pokemon Larry used? Normal type Pokemon? Wonderful. Building the skills needed for the champion assessment is no small feat. You must have met a lot of Pokemon together. What was the category of Pokemon you chose to be your first partner? Fire Croc Pokemon. Very good. Now please forgive me, but I'm going to repeat the previous question. Remind me, what do you intend to do if and when you become a champion? Ah yes, that's right. Next is the final question for this interview. Do you like Pokemon? Good job, kiddo. That about wraps up the interview. And let me first congratulate you. You just passed the first part of the champion assessment. The first try no less. Don't think anyone done that since Nemona. But anyway, time to switch gears and get ready for the next segment. The second segment is what we call the Elite Test. And you'll be facing the Elite Four in Pokemon battles. I guess that's pretty obvious from the name of the test, Anyway, we're the best league has to offer. You'll be facing us 4 in a row, no turning back. This won't be a cakewalk, I promise you that. Make sure you're all ready and to go into the room behind me. Okay, let's do this. Now then, let's get this started, Let good old Rika be the first of the Elite Four to take you on. I say I go easy on you, but I be lying. Think fast. So she is ground rock type, ground type Pokemon trainer, if I remember correctly. Whiscash is weak against, is in water and ground type, so is weak against grass attacks. Last time I defeated the story with Pokemon around level 70 to the end. Donphan, ground type Pokemon, evolution of Vampy, weak against water attack, fighting attacks. Ductrio. Ground type Pokemon evolution of Diglett. Gambit, fire and ground type Pokemon, evolution of Numel. You can find both Pokemon in Paldea. Clodsire, evolution of evolution of Paldea, Wooper, potion and ground type. And the last Pokemon will always Terrestrialize. Okay. So Clodsire has an ability to absorb water. So water type moves won't be usable. Talk about unfair. No way I was ever gonna win that one. Still though, what a great battle. Felt good even to lose. Not a whole lot of trainers have the skills to make it past the elite test, but who knows? I'm beginning to think you might be one of the few that do. Better stay on your toes though. A second of the elite four is stronger than me. You're up next, Squirt. Come on out. Oh wow, did you lose, Rika? Yeah, I did. She's no pushover, let me tell you. So the item Max revives, you can only personal, you can only find them, you cannot buy them, but if you explore enough, you're able to find a lot of items and stuff. all the elixirs I found. There are some Pokeballs I found as well. Most of the battle items I also found. I never bought those stuff except for the Pokédoll you can buy. All the berries are only things you can find. A lot of the other battle items, other items I also found, didn't buy. I mostly just bought an extra Soothe Ball and Quick Claws. But beside that, most of the items, majority I just found. Same with TMs, materials. So yeah, you can find a lot of stuff if you explore and pick up as many stuff as ready. So the first one was a ground type, and I thought she was a rock type Pokemon trainer. It's so cool you made it this far, but this is where you say bye bye. All my Pokemon are super tough. Your weak attacks don't work with them all, they bounce right off, you see? I can't wait for you to meet my friends, so here they come. Copperjar, steel type Pokemon. So we go from ground types to steel type Pokemon. You can catch this Pokemon in the wild. Steel type Pokemon are weak against fire attacks and ground attacks. Corviknight, evolution of Rookidee and Corvish. Corviknight is a steel and dark type Pokemon. I haven't found them yet, so possible I can only find them in Terra raids. Bravebird, flying attack type with recall. Bronzong, Psychic and Steel type Pokemon, mostly found around ruins and also in the snow area in Paldea. Weak against Dark type moves as well as Fire type attacks. Magnezone, electric and steel type Pokemon. You can get that Pokemon from a Magnemite and Magneton, which you both can find roaming across various places in Paldea. They also can be found in the snowy areas. And then evolve a Magneton with a Thunderstone into Magnezone. I haven't found a Magnezone in the wild. They might be attached to Terra raid battles. Light screen. Tinkaton, Fairy and Steel type Pokemon, final evolution of Tinkertuff, and the Pokemon before that. Both previous Pokemon can be found near ruins, so half broken castle looking buildings or houses, I don't know. And this one, Tinkaton, I haven't found in the wild yet, so perhaps in terror raid battles you can catch one. I'm gonna terrestrialize my steel type Pokemon. And steel type are weak against fighting as well as ground type attacks. I mostly use Brick Break because it breaks stuff like light screen and light barriers. I wanted to take revenge on you, Rika. Pretty sure you mean take revenge for me, Squirt. Don't think I did anything wrong by you. Hate to say it, but you lost Poppy. Better call the next guy. Oh, that's right, I haven't had to do this in a long time. It's your turn, Mr. Larry. Hello there, it's me, Larry. So Larry is also the gym leader of the Dali gym, a normal type gym. Only as Elite 4 he uses different type of Pokemon. So you made it this far. I serve as a member of the Elite 4 too. Yes, unfortunately for me. At my gym I use normal type Pokemon since I feel they have a lot in common with me. But well, the boss told me to use a different type here. So if you have any complaints, please take them up with La Primera. Anyway, time to get to work. Tropius, flying and grass type Pokemon. So Larry uses flying type Pokemon. So Tropius is weak against potion type attacks as well as fire type attacks because of the grass type. Altaria, dragon and flying type Pokemon, weak against ice attacks as well as fairy type attacks. Staraptor, flying type as well as fighting type. Only when Starly evolves into Staravia into Staraptor it will become a fighting type, otherwise it will be normal and flying type or only flying type. Also flying type Pokemon, its form can change and is I'm not sure which type it is, but in yellow form it's also electric, so it's electric and flying type. You have also a blue colored bird, a red colored bird, a purple one, and each thing depends on what kind of other type it will be besides flying type Pokemon. You're even stronger than before. Guess I don't get a break today. So Flamingo is a fighting type Pokemon, if I remember correctly, and it will terrestrialize in a flying type Pokemon. This Pokemon you can find in various places in Padelia. Well, that took the winds from under our wings. You're a lot stronger than I recall. No wonder La Primera likes you. Now then, I suppose the final member of the Elite Four is next. It's your turn, Hassel. Now, where could he be? Don't you think he heard you, Larry? Come on in, Hassel. Larry, you may need to speak up just a little bit more. Hassel? Hassel, you're up next. Hello there. It delights me to see you here. As for you, Larry, I see you made Rika do the shouting again. I was of course absolutely certain you would make it to me eventually. Young sprouts truly do grow astonishing speeds. Yes, but I never for a moment imagined we would be facing each other so soon. Now, as a teacher's duty is to guide students at their growth, but I think I shall forget about my role as a teacher for a moment, and wield all my might for the sole purpose of defeating you. I'm Hassel, the dragon guarding the final fortress of the elite test, prepared to learn firsthand how the fiery breath of ferocious battle feels like. Neuven, it is dragon and flying type. So dragon type Pokemon are weak against dragon attacks and ice attacks and barrier type attacks. Flapple, evolution of Applin, which you can find in areas such as Tech Tree and the item to evolve them as well. Sweet Apple and Tart Apple. Dragon type Pokemon and Grass type Pokemon. Dragon, Seahorse Pokemon, Dragon and Water type. Oh, Dragon. Yeah, Dragon and Water or Dragon and maybe Dog type. But you will not be able to find one in Pokemon Violet. I think it's restricted to Pokemon Scarlet. Which is I don't know. Hokrus, a final evolution of the Pokemon Exu, Dragon type Pokemon. Excalibur, the final evolution. You can catch the pre-evolution at the Snowy Mountains. Dragon and Ice type Pokemon, so Ice attacks won't use, is weak against Fairy types. And will terrestrialize now in a full Dragon type Pokemon. The mighty dragon has been felled. You really did it. Wonderful. I'm so proud of you. Don't cry, Grandpa Hassel. There. Want a hug? Sorry about all this. The old man can get like that sometimes. But what about it I do? I just so overwhelmed. Guess I got to do the talking. Anyway, the result for the elite test of the champion assessment is... I passed. No doubt about it. Congratulations. I say you're good to go, but there's actually just a wee bit more to the champion assessment. This will be your final trial. See the door back there? Our fearless commander, the final opponent you face of your test, is waiting beyond it. Her skills are so amazing she was able to strong-arm all of us into joining the Elite Four. You won't find a mightier champion. Though, I think you do fine, kiddo. You beat me after all. I patch up your team on the house, so don't lose, you hear? So I cheer for you as hard as I can. Well, good luck. Even a baby dragon can breathe fire. Guess you got over your sobs, huh? You can do this, we all know you can. Now you go. Your hands may be small, but let them seize a great victory. Welcome. It gives me great joy that you've managed to make it all the way to the pinnacle of the Pokemon League. The final test is in battle against me, the top champion. To pass, all you need to do is win. But before we get started, I should apologize for one thing. You see, I've a trait that some might say is inappropriate for the league chairman. I'm utterly incapable of holding back when it comes to Pokemon battles. Maybe that's why nobody passed this test recently. It's a bit of a problem, to be honest. But you might manage something wonderful like Champion Nimona did. So are you ready for the final test? I want to see the true measure of your talent. Sparta you can find in various places in Paldea and is a psychic type Pokemon, so weak against dark type moves. Pelusa, the water and psychic type Pokemon, weak against electric type attacks, as well as dark type moves. In grass type moves. Avalok, ice type Pokemon. You can find them in the water near the snowy area as well as on the snowy mountains. I encounter a lot of them in the water. Bergmite you can also find both in water as in the snowy mountains, since Avalok is the evolution of Bergmite. King Gambit, evolution of B-Sharp. The B-Sharp which held on leader crest, and then as main Pokemon the B-Sharp defeated 3 other B-Sharp holding the leader crest, and is a steel and dark type Pokemon. And then it needs to level up 1 time and it evolves in King Gambit. Goat, grass type Pokemon, evolution of Skiddo, which you will be able to catch a lot in the mountain areas, evolution as the smaller one. Glimora, evolution of Glimmet, is dog, a psychic and dragon type. I'm not sure. Glimmet you can find in caves as well as the mountain. Some ground type Pokemon. Okay, it's a ground type Pokemon, so weak against fighting type moves. So it's a ground type, maybe fairy type? I don't know. Ground type Pokemon weak against fighting type Pokemon as well as water type moves. We'll be able to catch that Pokemon in the Great Crater of Padua, the final evolution. You go beyond my imagination so easily. Such overwhelming power, such amazing skill. It seems Padelia has gained another wonderful trainer to be proud of. Congratulations, it's my honor to call you a champion. Congratulations is right. Now I can really say you're good to go. Congratulations. Just amazing. I can't hold it anymore. Ooh, crying again? You Pokemon trainers are the treasure of Padelia, and amid that treasure, champions are the jewels that shine brightest. Champion, it is now your duty to set an example for all of the trainers of Padelia. Now allow me to walk you back to the entrance. I'm certain you'll find a familiar face awaiting you. Nemona! Oh man, I can just tell looking at you. You did it, right? You became a champion. Ha! I knew it all along. I got word from La Primera when you cleared the elite test. Oh man, I'm a champion. And now you're a champion. Which means we're true equals, you and me. Both champion ranked rangers. This is amazing. Now that you've made it here, I've got one thing to say. Let you and me be best rivals for life. Alright, you know what rivals do? Battle their absolute hearts out. I'm gonna hit you with everything this time. You ready? Do wait a moment, Champion Nemona. Huh? What's the matter? The champion assessment has only just ended. I believe a rest is in order for champion. And Garchomp and the others. Champions must be understanding toward their opponents. Oh, right. There we go, getting overexcited again. Sorry. I was almost asked it. This roadside really? The setting you two want your first battle as true equals and rivals? Now that you mention it, that's a good point. In that case, can we use one of the Pokemon League battle cards? Surely there's someone more fitting. A place with special meaning for the two of you, perhaps? Special meaning, huh? Let me see. Anywhere leap to your mind? Okay, it's not out beyond your house. But you can choose one option that's wrong and then you can choose the correct answer. So let's see what she says. A treasure eatery? Is it significant to the two of you somehow? I think of it cause it got the Medali Gym battle card. I guess it does bring memories of Larry. Larry might not appreciate the surprise visit. Have you any other suitable places in mind? Would you prioritize them instead? Mesa, a good call. The place where we set out on our journey. It reminds me. Remember back when Director Clerval explained the treasure hunt? You know, He told us to go in search of our own treasure. Well, I know what treasure I got out of all of this. I found a true rival, someone who could stand up to me and my full capabilities. That's right, I mean you. I'm so glad I got to meet you. Anyway, that being said, I'll be waiting for you at the battle court in Mesagosa Central Plaza. See you there. The respect you two share is palpable, even a bit enviable to be honest. I'm known as La Primera, but even when facing me in the final test for Champions assessment, Champion Nimona didn't reveal her full might. In fact, I suspect she has found someone she can battle without holding anything back. So we defeated all the 8 Pokemon gyms as well as the Pokemon League and Champion Geeta. So thank you all for watching, wish you all well, and see you in the next video.